distracting. It pulled me out of the experience. Like, it wasn't as good as his other review.
I'm extremely tired. Anyways, hey everyone, welcome to another
Like,
stream.
it was definitely a bit too long.
Johnny, you interrupted me.
I tried.
Sorry. Anyways, we're gonna
What?
play Bedwars with Johnny.
Oh
And
fuck
I
no!
don't
I'm
know
not
who
playing
else.
any Bedwars.
No,
Oh
you don't have to
shit!
join. You don't have to join. You do not have to
You
join.
can just speak. You can just speak.
Johnny, do you ever play Gmod?
I don't have. I
tried
don't have a. I don't have a Windows. You know.
I
Oh,
tried it just recently.
You're filthy
made
Mac
the-
person.
It's
Hey,
not my fault. My dad didn't get me. I didn't get my dad.
I used to be a Mac person.
There's like.
But
It's
then
like
you
a Mac
pull up
person.
to the head.
No, look. Yeah, like Windows is better at some stuff. Mac is better at other
Jeez,
stuff.
what's? I was just. Seen. I've just seen the yellows take out a large. I mean the reds. I've just seen the Redskins just take out a bunch of the yellow skins while the blue skins and the green skins are sitting
Okay,
around.
both of you.
Macs
Both of
are
you.
better for
Both
work
of you.
stuff.
Both of you in the Minecraft chat, take a look at this.
What? Just get something.
Did you just mention me? What? Boom.
Do you see that, Johnny? In the Minecraft chat from my server.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't get it. Look.
Oh, that profile.
Look at who's the tired one now. You know.
The tired one?
Yeah, me.
I didn't sleep.
And you're still hyper.
Look, I'm just a lot stronger than you. That's something you're just going to have to understand.
Well, you're 20 years old. Obviously, of course, you're gonna be stronger.
Oh, fuck me, alright? I'll be 20 in a few days. Jesus.
Oh, you're not even 20?
Of course I'm not 20. I'm not that old yet.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
But still.
I'm headed there, though. It's trying to get on my nerves. I want to get my life together. You guys don't understand, but it's very complicated. And it takes a long
How old
damn
is
time.
Latvian?
What?
How old is Latvian?
No idea. Probably 18 or something. I don't know.
I always assumed, like, based on how, like, you're already learning lessons, like, you know, like, you're actually learning, like, you're actually realizing stuff, Replica, like, you're not just fooling around. Like, you know you're maturing when you actually start to realize, like, stuff, like, you know.
I haven't been to school. I haven't been to school in 3 years.
So you were 17 when you went to school, or
Yeah.
you're like an
Wait,
early starter or something.
wait,
No.
what the heck? Why am I playing as? Oh my god!
So you're just like young. We're just
I was
like
playing as my alt account, my term.
just like 6 when you started.
Oh my god!
Were you just
I've-
like 6 when you started school?
I've been stuck here.
What do you mean? Like I?
Quarantine.
My school was horrible, so I couldn't. I couldn't. It had almost completely torn me apart, and I couldn't handle anymore. So I
Accept
refused to
invite.
go, and
Okay.
they stopped forcing me. And well, Mom tried to get me to go to some other place, but yeah, didn't work out.
Well,
So
at my school, like my parents and had this idea that just like shove as many activities in my schedule as possible. You know, like I've done a myriad of things. Like, okay, so not gonna list them all, but some of they include painting, not painting, just drawing. Yes, and
Look,
piano.
Even Johnny's tired. Like it's late for us, but not for like you.
It's not
It's early
like
morning.
here.
Well, it's not too late. It's actually pretty early. It's actually like more like evening, turning into night.
Yeah, it was.
But oh man.
Promise me something, both of you. Never find yourself at a place where you can't even bring yourself to do anything.
Here I'm just like
We're chilling.
constant, just constant school. It never ends.
That's a good thing.
You mean it's a good thing?
Wait,
Being stuck in your house
wait, Johnny, do you willingly do calculus, or are you,
and
or do you or are you like told to do it?
I mean, I didn't willingly do. I didn't willingly do
Johnny,
other things.
Johnny,
I'm willingly doing
Yes.
Latin 3.
if you find yourself doing nothing for too long, you start to
I mean,
Yeah,
like
I would be
I'm
doing
doing.
stuff, but
You
the
start
quarantine's
to want-
closing the gym and everything. The thing is, it's bad in the United States, so the gyms
You
are all
start
I'll
to-
get back to doing. I should probably start get back to doing
no.
essay.
I can't even
I'm
fly.
saying this is like I'm saying this is a general thing.
This is a joke.
If you don't do anything for too long, you'd be surprised at just how hard you start to want to do anything. Anything.
Yeah, I experienced
Oh.
that. Like I've been
Don't-
taking a break from biking too long, and then yesterday I was like extremely exhausted. It was hard to like catch up, like to get back on.
I'm
track,
gonna
you know?
try. Yeah, I'm gonna try. I think I might start doing not pre-calc SAT study soon.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh my gosh, I was way too close.
You have an equivalent to the SAT over in your part.
I don't frickin' know. It's the thing is that at high school I was supposed to find out what I wanted to do in my life, and well,
That's not what high school's for.
I don't fucking know which one is the one I'm talking about. Anyway, it's the
The
one where you were trained to do a job.
So
All I wanted in that position was just to go away from that place.
We need Michael
If I had to
say
choose a
some
job,
wise
I'd
words.
choose Buster at a restaurant.
Ah, God.
Wait, Replica, what do you think of Michael when he actually is serious?
Pretty good guy.
Yeah, unfortunately, we go to the same school, and he's like the most hated in our school. I don't
You're
know
all pretty.
why.
I
Because
can
he
see
makes-
why.
The thing is, sometimes he's like.
He has said some things that
Sometimes
the
he's
girls
very
would consider
serious,
as.
but sometimes he's very serious and like wise acting, but
He doesn't really have like we're probably his only friends at the school, but he has like a lot more friends.
oh
Well,
shoot,
maybe
there
it's rushing.
There it is rushing. Oh god. Okay.
Or we got them.
The thing is, the rest of the people at our school look at him for like his bad jokes, because when he's like trying to be funny, he makes pretty like I've seen what he whatever. But anyway, that's what people look him up. That's what people think of him, but they don't look at his other side where he's like serious. Like, you remember that one time he joined when you were like when you were like talking with us about how you wanted everything to be organized, Replica?
That was a smart move. Anyways, in terms of in terms of tests that are over an hour, 2 hours long, which is taking like a few of those sorts.
It's way too much to put down in a simple story. It's just All you need to know is that that place was hell for me, and it's pretty much the reason why I have any like major things holding me back at all. Still have,
Uh,
still, I still, I still,
Johnny. Oh, sorry.
I still have nightmares of that place.
Johnny, like, oh, what's with the notifications?
what?
Never mind. Let me see. Are they chatting?
I wasn't able to catch what you said.
Like, what are those hangout noises, Johnny?
I don't know. Hangouts is I'm usually not like this. Usually I'm just like it gets very like I'm just have no just like joking out all the time, not really saying anything seriously because if I do pretend to be serious, then I just get shut down and stuff.
Wait, is that? Sorry, I thought you guys were talking about Michael.
Oh.
Is that how it works for you?
Oh, hello,
I'm not
Marie
like
Chris, how are you?
I don't really have. I'm just like I'm just a super. I'm usually like I
Alright.
learned to be complacent.
All right, so listen, Debian, gotta be 100% honest with you. You just sound like a small guy.
We are small
Like,
guys.
I am a small guy.
We
like
both
your
are
voice
small
is not,
guys.
your voice is not commanding a lot of power.
Who's trying to mine me?
I-
Okay, no. Dang it, I'm out of wool.
You do my actions.
I just feel cause like when I look at the stream, like I keep expecting you to be the worst one of us three. As in, I keep expecting you to be like the weakest, in terms of like bringing up points, but you're not at all. I mean, I guess you're technically still the
I
weakest
would
because you're
be. If I
talking,
was actually trying to talk, I would be the weakest.
but like it's like I guess you're still technically the weakest because you talk the least. But you keep coming with these
Oh, that was a
great
good one.
points. You keep coming with these great points, and
Oh look, I've done like in when I was in 7th grade, I was able to take this test, score higher on it, like than most of my classmates,
Oh, wow.
and like
That was actually a good game.
motherfucker, fucking
Yeah.
hell.
in terms of
No. I just distinctly know that feeling of being surrounded by retards and being treated like one yourself. I get it so much. You don't even
like
need to tell me that. Like I fully understand what that's like.
I mean like I wouldn't.
It's probably like, I'm making a lot of assumptions. Probably not what I'm saying, but that sentiment of being smarter that definitely is something that I know very.
It wasn't smart. It's just that my parents said, "Okay, you're gonna do this," and yeah, okay, choose an activity you want to do, and then I just chose one. Then afterwards, it was just like that applied to my academics,
Last summer was pretty great because I actually did something like summer camp. But this summer I'm doing nothing.
Right now, I'm taking like 3 classes at once.
Yeah, I'm taking no classes. I mean, I'm only doing Latin, but that's it.
Hey, can you cover the bed?
Who else is there with you? I'm gonna
Hey,
attack.
people, but
I'm trying to attack.
I'm also going to attack.
Well, cover the bed first and then attack. Oh, shoot. I don't
Some
have
people.
Oh, okay, good.
Some people think I'm some angry asshole
Sometimes I think that,
who I guess
I understand why you're frustrated.
I don't know. I have a lot of problems with the people in the world in general. And
problem.
I kind of, in a way, I feel like just about everyone failed me. Like just general people on the street, even if they didn't know me, it certainly feels that way. You know, you expect adults, or I guess older people, to know better, but
That's
way
the
too
thing.
often they don't.
Like,
I've learned that adults and old. Well, the only thing that separates from adults and old people is that they have more technical knowledge of how the world works, and they're more depressed.
oh shoot! Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I was
that's
trying to build
damn
a
true.
stupid staircase, but he got in the way.
Yeah, it's disgusting how small that gap can be sometimes, man. I remember sitting in a I was in a bus with this like 50-year-old guy, I don't know. And like there
Dang
was
it.
these other stupid fucking assholes from the goddamn school.
You're kidding me.
Uh,
Sorry, I was talking
And
to
they
game.
they were like swearing like retards, and it was just horrible. And then the old guy started to complain about it. He's like, "Oh, what kind of language is that?" And I sort of like look at him, like I looked at him in a way that almost kind of scared him, I guess, but because I remember he had like this like whoa, but like I look at him and I'm like, yeah, the education system's a piece of shit. It's all falling apart. And that stupid fucking asshole said to me, "Oh, that's just politics, boy. Shouldn't worry about that."
No, I would worry about the decay in politics.
Like
Oh, that's very big. That's a very big thing, you know.
I feel like in a way, I feel like that conversation pretty much just sums up the last like four
help.
generations.
Oh, dang it.
Like maybe not the millennials, but it definitely sums up the baby boomers. They're
Boomer.
just lazy fucksticks that never did a goddamn thing to make the world around them better.
As,
They're gonna
as,
go.
as many people say,
And they're all gonna go straight to fucking hell for the fucking time they've wasted.
well, as they say, hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men.
I
Weak men
understand
create hard
that.
times.
I understand that, but you'd think the same generation that fought in Vietnam and had like the biggest like hike up, like oh yeah, our parents defeated evil and World War II, hell yeah, we're the best.
Oh, well, I mean,
You think
government
No, dang
You
it.
thi-
Oh,
the
gosh.
Force Awakens seems more likely.
yeah, but like you'd think it would be the fucking millennials that would be acting like the baby boomers did. No, it's. I mean, to be fair, millennials are a piece of shit too, but way less.
I wouldn't judge. I wouldn't
How
do
would you
what
judge
you're doing right
generations,
now
Lee?
and
Actually, no.
judge generations solely based on
Yeah, I know it's not fair, but
the
let me
baby
put-
boomers
let-
have
let-
caused a lot of damage.
Let me put it this way: anyone from those generations who thought it was a good idea to give Gen Zers like me, like all types of fucking medication because we were too energetic, they can all go to straight to fucking hell.
They have
Watch out, one has TNT.
medication is never the idea.
What the heck?
What'd you say?
Sorry, I was talking.
Like I would focus on like it doesn't even if like, my problem is that they've caused a lot of problems and are like I'm a die now, like that's their philosophy.
Oh yeah, like it's
So it's just like the baby
Johnny.
boomers are sort of whiny,
Johnny.
but they're justifiably angry. It's like, hey, what type of mess do you give me?
Johnny, I need help.
Yes.
Are you talking about the millennials?
Yes, I'm talking about all two of the generations.
Well, the main reason why I'm angry is just
I need help,
because
Johnny, I need help.
Okay,
It's hard
go back now. I'm gonna save you.
it's like I just said,
No, hurry,
it's not
hurry.
even
I'm trying to attack.
the main reason why I'm
Oh, you
pissed
kidding
off.
me? I was trying to block her off. Oh my gosh.
The main reason why I'm angry is doesn't really have much to do with it, other than the fact that they're there were people like that who actually did that. Like I don't know. I just can't get over that. Just
Oh no, someone's at our base. Someone is at our
Okay,
base.
okay, I'm getting them right now. Oh shoot, they're gonna live. They lived.
Oh no,
No,
they're not gonna live
no.
for too long.
there's just
Build a
something
barrier.
so
Build a barrier. Build a barrier around the wall.
it's like a perfect storm of
You build it with make it with glass, Johnny.
No,
it's like
have you ever heard of the subreddit r/not my problem?
no.
That with an entire.
There's a guy.
It's exactly what it seems.
Johnny.
Exactly what it seems. It's just like a bunch of pictures of people who didn't do their thing.
Johnny, there's a guy that wants us to rush together.
Let me just build a little barrier and then I'll go with you.
No, like all of us, including him.
Yeah.
If we were rushing together, we'd be destroying, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
Diego.
I'm not. I don't. I don't know. I'm way smart enough to understand that, you know, different
So
people are different, and you can't blame individuals for a whole thing. But I don't know. It's that mindset that those people had at that time. Just we are the best ones ever. Everyone who came before us was stupid. You know, the Crusades, all that shit. They were all dumb.
Modernist
I need
BS.
help, I need 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 help.
Not to bring up religion like arbitrarily or anything,
Okay,
but like
get in right now.
like, we're atheists because we're so much smarter than all those thousands
I'll fight
of
them off.
fucking people. They couldn't even count. They couldn't even read.
What the heck? What's all that damage?
We're so much better. We got our stupid fucking rock bands and our punk and retarded mohawks and all that.
I think most generations are like that, except
Yeah.
for.
I know that. But like I don't know. It's just like it's like, oh, look at our mohawks. I'm mainly talking about like people from like the 90s and 80s right now, I guess. Like just all that shit, and then I just look at that. I'm just like, why can't we just be like normal and not crazy and like why can't we do things like, you know, it's always that whenever I see a movie that's like from a long time ago, like the 80s or something, I'm always like, why does everything look so much better? like the streets are cleaner or something, or just something like that. Like that. Not to say that I particularly hate the time I live in. It's just there's like the story.
That's when the government
Johnny,
actually cared.
Johnny, come right now, right now.
The story of the Emperor has no clothes.
Johnny,
It's such a relevant
hurry up.
story. But like the problem, like what they should have told people in that story is that it's not just the Emperor. It's like all types of fucking people everywhere aren't wearing clothes.
Johnny, help, Johnny,
I'm helping.
help.
You need to check yourself too. You need to check if you're wearing any clothes.
They're gonna blow. It's gonna blow me off.
Don't worry, I got her. I got him. Go.
We may lose.
Those people weren't.
No,
those people were never taught to-
no! I can't destroy him.
Oh, get an invisibility potion.
I can't.
I mean, those people were never taught to think critically anyway.
Oh,
I
the
don't
phrase
know, man.
"think critically" in it. I wouldn't say think critically. It's just like I've.
All right. Last time I resisted, I had the.
I guess
most
ask
horrible
questions. You know, like
Invisibility. How much is that?
Yeah.
There.
and you get people like Chris Stuckman.
Oh yeah, people like Chris Stuckman, they just make me angry. Like it's just, like I could just fully imagine Chris Stuckman being like the type of guy who's like, oh yeah, injection.
Okay, hey, Johnny, where is
Like,
he? Watch him.
He's by the red base.
Like vaccines for X, Y, and Z. Oh, I'm sure there is nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that like all vaccines are bad or something, but I'm just like he strikes me as the person like
Alright, I'm
not
going full
questioning
power on him.
anything, you know?
I
Like
mean, like, vaccines have some.
Johnny, where is he? Where is he?
Vaccines have commonly been shown to be good,
Johnny,
but
where is he?
I'm just saying like for instance chemtrails or something like
Johnny, where is he?
you see planes
he's coming.
you see planes dumping shit in the sky, and you're supposed to pretend like it's not a thing. Like most people pretend it's not a thing. Like
No, 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 no! Ah, shoot!
whenever I see it, I'm like, ah, freaking hell, we're at it again. Like it's that whole. I just can't. I hate that so much. That whole. Oh, I'm just not gonna think about that.
I mean, like, some
I mean,
things.
that kind of thinking is what makes movies like The Last Jedi just. Oh, I don't think about it. Flashy shit.
I would say, like,
Humanity was not created to exist purely as fucking retards that like to look at keys being dangled in front of their face.
have you ever heard of the who are a fan of SCP?
Yeah, sort of, I guess.
Have you ever heard of the fight between Yaldabaoth and McCain?
Johnny, this is Lucky Blocks. Get ready.
Well, McCain was like this god of wisdom, and Yaldabaoth was this god of chaos and basically instinct. And the story goes like McCain basically Cain sacrificed himself to contain Yaldabaoth.
Okay.
I think like
Barrier, what does this do?
Oh, you mean he killed himself so that he could hold the chaos back?
he didn't kill himself. He just he turned himself into a cage.
Oh, shoot. Why did I get emerald? Oh, gosh, this is dumb. What the heck?
To the next when I'm like, let's put you around.
What does that do? I have never played this version. Oh, hello, Camila. How are you? You want to join? Okay. I'm just gonna get iron, because... Can one of you bridge to the edge? Hello?
To which edge?
No, to the center, I meant.
Hey,
you know,
hey,
Oh,
Lupus.
nice. I got an iron pickaxe.
Hey, Lupus. I do need to get rid of those Minecraft files that I recorded.
Yeah.
Like, I know that doesn't sound like it's your problem or anything, but I do need to have a way to, like, send them over. Because they're just eating up space. Like, I'm at 140 GB right now. And I have to delete a lot of stuff to get it to that point.
Do you have like a thing that? Do you have like this Dropbox or Google Drive or anything like that? You can put them there.
I've got MediaFire and stuff like that.
That should be good. I mean, Google. You have a Google. You definitely have a Google account, right? Just put on Google Drive.
Yeah, I have Google Drive.
Okay.
it's all gonna work.
Oh, what?
Oh, by the way, Deviant, do you want
Okay.
episode?
Okay. What was that? What was that?
Deviant, do you want episode 1, 2, and 3?
Oh shoot! One
What?
of them's coming our way.
Episode 1, 2, and 3. Star Wars episode 1, 2, and 3.
My aunt has Disney Plus, so I
It's
can watch
actually
it
kinda
if I
cool.
want.
Alright, then. Cool.
Like, you guys. Was that when it was when I ascertained that AHE and Nostalgia Critic weren't real reviews, it kind of I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
Did we cover them?
No, the IHE and Nostalgia Critic are.
Oh shoot!
They are what?
Aren't some real reviews. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, because like.
That they had
my-
what?
They aren't real reviews,
Oh
and they
shit!
don't
One of
really.
them's coming over.
Oh yeah, they are definitely not real reviewers.
How the heck are they still alive? What the heck? What the?
It's.
Okay.
I feel like when it comes to the prequels in that sense, I think it's just.
What on earth?
I have the
Take off
feeling.
your boots, Diego.
I have the feeling there's a very
What the
real
heck?
chance that
My laptop.
I have
turned
a
off like
feeling-
when we fixed it. I thought it broke. Oh, cool.
I have a feeling the prequels have a very high chance of genuinely getting remembered in history as the most underrated
That's
films
something.
in all of history.
Think
More
think in our lifetimes, we're gonna
Oh,
be remembered
shit,
as
no.
some of the greatest films.
Well, you know, like what it is that like the
Sort
prequels.
of bed.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Back in the early 2000s,
What
they
the?
were actually just all right. Like as
The
movies.
common consensus was that
Wait,
they
it's just me?
are average
It's just me?
movies
I can't
with
survive.
many flaws.
Oh, obviously. But the thing is, you watch them and you would go like even if you like them, and this is bear in mind, this is like without Plinkett and stuff. You'd watch them and you'd be like, OT's better. You know, like you'd be like, these are good, but they've got too much politics and stuff. So I like the
I've been there.
classy.
I would bring up an analogy and be like, if Jeffrey
Who needs
Epstein
that?
didn't die, he was just like
Okay,
told to keep his mouth shut. Once his family would die, that would lend more credence to the facts that there's no. But because
I don't know,
Jeffrey
man, I
Epstein
don't know,
died,
man.
now
I'm
people
just
are
breaking as much
more
rock as
suspicious.
possible.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, they might as well have minigunned him to death, and it would have been just as unbelievable that he killed himself as normally. But yeah. Well, what's interesting about that is that, to me, they used to go from these like average movies. Like I
That's
would say, like
crazy.
if you would go up to me and you would be like, "Is Revenge of the Sith a masterpiece?" I'd probably be like,
Okay,
yeah.
I got you.
I would say that one's a masterpiece. But like, episode 1 and 2, they're like 8 and like 9, I guess. And like the way I used to look at
shoot,
it,
no,
like, this is like the
no.
interesting thing, because like I keep saying, I didn't believe Plinkett actually thought they were that bad, like I couldn't imagine that he actually meant what he said, and I thought he was like super hyperbolic. Like, the reason for that was that I thought that the whole point of the reviews was that
Hey.
the OT was really damn good, and we better not forget about it. But more importantly than even that, the prequels are inferior to the OT. Remember the
wait,
like,
fine,
remem-
fine. I don't know why I did that. Oh,
Like,
I
remember the
invited you,
whole-
Camille. I'm gonna invite you again.
Like, remember the whole "it's 8 out of 10 at worst" thing I like
There.
to say
I
over
got
and
it.
over again?
Yes,
Well, I thought that all the way back then. I actually thought that. Like, I was like, oh, okay, the movies
I
aren't
kinda want
that
Red
great. They're like
Destroyer
8 out of
Green.
10. But like, the thing is that I thought that 8 out of 10 was like horrible for a Star Wars movie. I was like, oh my god, 8 out of 10. It's like really bad.
Cheers,
Like,
cheers,
never-
What is it? Okay.
Like, never would I have believed that there's actual people
Oh,
who think. Never would I have believed there's people who think that the prequels are on the
there's a
same level.
Discord server,
I give
Camila,
up.
if you ever want to.
Never would I have believed that there's actual people walking away from those reviews
No, I
thinking.
invited him. I invited her. I'm sorry. I invited her to the Hypixel.
never would I have actually assumed that those people there's people walking away from those reviews thinking that they're on the same level as The Room. But to me, I thought 8 out of 10 was horrible for a Star Wars
press
movie.
accept, Camila.
It's like all the OT is like 40 out of 10, 50 out of 10. You got what I mean? They're not on the scale. They are just legendary movies. But with what has happened,
All right,
like,
that's good.
I feel like the prequels have gotten to this point.
Should we do 3v3
where-
or 4v4? Johnny.
I feel like the prequels have gotten to a point where they just
I'll
have
do
this
3v3.
endless quality to them, like this literal, and I'm talking a literal, infinite source of quality, and the reason for that is because every single time you go and watch the movies, your brain psychologically tries to trick you they're bad. So so every time you watch the movie proves itself.
We can win
Which
this,
means-
Johnny.
Which means that every single time you watch the prequels, you go into it expecting it to be bad, and some part of your mind makes it up because, you know, the brainwashing was so strong.
Johnny.
And,
Where are
and then the movie proves itself, and that it shows it not to be that way. Like, for instance, I thought that there was a moment in the Darth Maul fight where Qui-Gon like hits the middle of Darth Maul's saber, but he doesn't. He hits the outer edge of the side of the middle of the sword. Like, Darth Maul countered him. I used to think that was like a CGI flaw or whatever, but no, it was like the all those tiny little details like that keep like I check it out and I'm like, oh, like for instance, Jango Fett's helmet or the shadow of his head falling out of the helmet.
I'm
So
gonna
many
go for blue.
retards for such a long time were like, the head is in the helmet. Blah, 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 blah. Like, I actually believe this. Like, I was like, oh, the head is probably in the helmet. There's a fucking shadow right there.
I mean, even if that isn't the case, you know, it had
Well,
a lot of.
it's not a big deal, but it's like, oh, there was a
What
shadow.
the heck?
No, my problem with the scene.
No.
The head that goes flying
What?
out
No!
at that speed, even though those things have been shown to cut butter.
Oh yeah, there's like another element to that I loved, by the way, that people miss too.
No.
Like, the
Johnny,
fact that he
watch out!
tried
Watch
to-
out, Johnny! Johnny, watch out! Johnny,
The fact he
watch
starts
out!
to activate his jetpack, but it's like broken, so it doesn't work. Like, he was going to get away from Windu, but his jetpack messed
Johnny, where are you? Oh.
Here,
up. Like, that is just that's just insane. Like, I get what you mean, but that's like I think that's like Mandalorian lore, and honestly, I wouldn't expect a lightsaber that doesn't work in George Lucas's universe. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, lightsabers seem to be pretty OP, and well, I don't know. I had this conversation earlier with Airborne, but I don't think they can literally like, cut through anything. If you
just saying like they're not literally metal sticks, you know. It's not like
what we were
able
talking.
to just whack something off.
Yeah, like you actually need to like apply some force to it to like cut through something, because like if you're just gonna like, I don't know, tap somebody with it, it's not gonna go through them. It's just gonna horrifically burn the guy. Which is actually kind of interesting. Which is actually
You're
kind of
kidding
interesting,
me.
like a torture scenario.
survive.
Like you just slightly press it on the guy's body, and he just goes like ah. But yeah, it's a thing.
Ah, why? Johnny, why?
Yeah,
You
so
just scared the
the
heck
movie-
out of me.
The movies just have this permanent quality to them now, and I honestly don't think that's ever gonna go away. At least not for us, you know, people who grew up with them. Like, so many people said they were bad, and
I
when
was
you
gonna
realize
blue,
they're not
but
bad.
I shouldn't have died.
You know what? But you know what it is too, Deviant. By the way, like
Yeah,
it's
so-
not like it just became better because you know it keeps
Johnny,
proving
move.
itself.
Move.
The movies became better because you started to understand.
Now let
what
blue and
George-
yellow fight each other off.
The movies became better because you started to realize what George Lucas was doing. That he was
Like I said, you know the story of Paul the Apostle. Like he was once a,
Oh yeah.
but then it's basically my story.
Oh.
Not exactly, but I was.
Oh, you mean like you're like Paul, as in you were the. It took you the longest to like believe that Jesus came back.
And I was like, not only that, but like I was also like one of those people that just said it was bad.
Oh, without any substance whatsoever. I can actually imagine just saying that.
Oh!
But yeah, like
He got wrecked, boy.
I do have to say, I do like flexes every time people talk.
No!
I am very
I'm dead.
satisfied with
I'm dead.
myself.
I'm
that
dead.
they were
Okay,
able
no,
to-
I am super dead.
Cause like,
Can you take this on a separate
like
voice channel?
Johnny,
I am
like
super
Johnny,
dead.
like Johnny, for context,
Gosh.
I watched, I watched, I watched, Nostalgia
That
Critic,
was it. That was perfect timing to get blue.
Cinemassacre, I don't think I itchy. I watched the Plinkett reviews. I think I might have even actually watched some of Confused Matthew. I just wouldn't remember. I watched all types of guys trashing the prequels, and they never managed to convince me they were actually bad.
I mean, they got to me before the prequels did.
It gotta be. I gotta say, it's kind of funny to think about. I guess I was just like, it's funny because like at that time, it's not like I was super, on top of everything. I guess it was just like my naivete, like, was like, oh, these people
It
can't
was my
act.
same. It was the same experience with Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs by Anime. I was like, yeah, it's not. It does have some things wrong with the plot, but come on, you're not going to convince me the animation of these movies is bad.
Oh well, I mean, like, well, when I saw that review from Animat, like, my main criticism of 2 would be very simply be that the writing is just slightly inferior, or I guess somewhat inferior to the
It's
first
kind
one.
of it's kind of a copy.
Well, I mean, my main problem with the story was that they made the scientist guy that he looked up
Johnny,
to
say
pretty
one.
one-dimensional.
Actually, never.
Like, what I would have preferred is that.
Me gusta. Oh my gosh.
What I would have preferred
I'm
is
not that good
that
with Spanish, but I'm pretty sure
not
those are
only-
bad stuff.
not only are the scientists not like pure evil, like
They're not. I mean, they're not pure evil. They're just
I
like
mean, yeah,
they're just represent a corporate. Both movies have a corporate entity as a villain.
I get that, but the thing is, they would capture them and then they would probably dispose of them. So I would say that's pretty much pure evil at that point. But anyway,
And you could technically say they were trespassing on private property.
yeah, sure.
You're
but
kidding me.
the-
I almost
anyway,
made
the
it.
point. The point.
Oh,
is, I
hello.
guess
Sorry
what
about that. Hello, Crab Demon. How are you? I'm
The point
sorry. I was
is, what
focused.
kind of
doing something.
frustrated me was that he's like, the main character's like, I looked up to you. You were my hero, and he's just like, he like doesn't even react to it.
Can you
He's
finish
just
it,
like,
Johnny?
he's just
I
like,
did. I
well,
did figure out
I
the range.
used to. Like what I would have
No.
done there. So I would have.
No.
I don't know what I would have done. I would
No.
have maybe. I would have
You
maybe.
look people did look up to
Oh
What I
my
would've-
gosh.
what I
children
would've-
did look up to Jimmy Savile, even though he was
What I would have loved to have there, instead of him just being
I can parkour
one
this.
one
Oh yeah.
dimensional.
Nope, I'm getting
I
green
would've
because
loved-
they're being bad.
I would have loved
As
him
heck.
to, like,
Ooh.
not like redeem his character necessarily,
Oh,
but just be
shoot.
like. But I would have loved him to see I was like, man,
Ah yes.
You know? that
No! I got green
that
because they
boy
were being
was-
bad to red.
go. They're gonna kill us.
No!
Man.
Why did you let him?
All right, well, like I was saying,
Johnny.
Johnny, I would have loved a scene where he's like, damn, that young man in the lab coat, he's just like I was when I was young.
Well, that went pretty fast.
Yeah,
There are
Listen,
scenes
do
of that. You're just, And there are scenes of that. You just when he's
What the?
with the underwear.
Wait, what?
The underwear scene where it's just like where they're both dribbling at their own inventions.
What? I almost killed him. You
A
got this,
hero.
Camilla. Wait, where is she?
But I guess I mean Chester comes off as a sociopath. I
If
do
they
agree
ever
with
come to
you.
you, just build a barricade in
And
front of
there
them.
are some scenes
Camilla?
where they do bond, even if it is even superficial as it is. But they, it's not do bond in some places. I think Chester
like,
really did.
But he like betrays him though, and he betrays him for pretty much not giving a shit.
No, I think Chester really did a good job at showing how much of any person
got
can
this,
be a
Camilla.
psychopath.
Just if they ever
like,
come charging at you at a
Yes, you could,
while you're in
I
the bridge, just
like,
build a barrier in front of them.
could say that he did try and teach kids a lesson about, like, the trust and, like,
nice
even
to
your
welcome.
idols can betray you.
Oh, it's not.
They can do it convincingly. Unless,
Good game though.
just like look up where they go into
Good
the
job.
lab.
Alright.
Um,
One more game. After this, I'm gonna go.
my prequels,
Oh shoot. Wait, is Replica still there? Hello? Oh, he muted himself. Another server. Let's do the regular 4v4. No, regular 4v4. That's the most popular version. Replica, unmute yourself.
I don't know if you gotta undeafen him.
Oh, he's there. No, he's not. Oh, gosh. Ugh. Johnny.
People don't join.
Yeah, I guess it does kind of happen.
Oh, there you
And
are.
like, alright, this isn't just a kids.
Thank you,
It's a
Camille.
little simplistic though. I would have preferred something slightly more complex. Like, have it be this thing where he kind of questions himself on, like he used to be a legitimate inventor like Flint before all this corporate shit, and he'd be like, he's actually right.
I hate these corner maps,
But-
don't you?
But I am old rich man and I'm far too gone from the guy I used to be when I was younger to actually do the right thing. It's sort of like an admission.
It's best if
that
I
he
just
was-
bridge to diamond.
like an admission to.
You're kidding me!
Like an admission to him that he was actually genuinely the man that he looked up to at some point. He just, like, by the time that Flint gets to meet him, he's now just this more cynical guy who's just out for himself and ultra narcissistic. I don't know. Again, the writing in the movie is just a tad bit inferior to the last one, and
By
that's
far.
kind of...
Okay! No, we're dead. Watch out, Johnny!
There's a good reason why
Johnny,
they never
watch out,
made
they're
it.
coming all at once.
There's a good reason why
You're
they never.
kidding me!
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
There's a good
Diego.
reason they never released it.
Yellow! Oh my gosh, we're dead, we're dead. Why didn't you cover the bed?
Oh, Diego, I'm just gonna mute you.
I muted
It's Like, the
But
animation
look,
of the
John, you
movie
need
is
to listen to
insane.
me.
Like,
I told you they were coming.
Like,
I mean, don't get
Okay,
me
I
wrong, it's a
understand.
little
You
bit
wanna listen
too
to Replica.
ADHD for me, but other than that, if it's not literally trying to like murder my brain with just having too much shit fly across the screen,
This is my worst game
I
ever.
mean, I
it's
actually said
pretty
it
good.
pretty. I actually said it pretty good. Most animators add gags to their works to try and make them better. I think it
Oof.
shows Cloud with the Champs Meatballs as an example. Like they're
Okay.
trying to, like,
You know what? I don't care. I'm gonna go for yellow. And I say they're coming. They are coming, Johnny.
acting. So like, I don't know if you can say that the ADHD thing is bad.
Oh,
Oh,
man!
I'm just
Missed.
saying that
Missed so hard.
like the speed at which everything moves, that can just genuinely
What
catch
the
me
heck? Okay.
like off guard and like I
I
remember
knew
when
it. I
watched
knew it. You just
do,
want that little damage.
like a
Oh
month
my
or
god.
something ago
Oh my gosh.
again.
Oh my gosh.
I was
Worst
just
game
like,
ever.
oh my god, spider, the hamburger spiders.
Oh, that's
with fried
Camila, his
French
name is
fry,
Replica.
I don't know, legs that have
We
cheese
call him Replica.
mouths.
But
What
due to
the
privacy
shit?
reasons. Just
Like,
lower my
I don't
volume,
know
guys.
what's. I don't know what's wrong with that.
Replica
There's nothing
and
wrong
Johnny,
with
lower
it.
my
There's nothing
volume.
wrong with it. It's just really, like, oh my god, what are my eyes seeing? You know what I'm saying? Like the animation
Due
is
to
so
privacy reasons,
bonkers
he
and
doesn't
off
want
the
his
wall,
real name
and
to
there's
be
so much
said.
creative, like beautiful shit in it. Your eyes just have a hard time like taking it all in, essentially.
I mean, I didn't have a hard time. I just accepted the fact that it looked a
Yeah,
bit
of course
weird.
you don't have a hard time. You're you.
The same map again. I have PTSD, okay?
I don't know. Like I have really good eyes, so you'd expect me to be
I'm not gonna
like,
I'm not going to
you know,
lose.
final sort of thing.
I'm pretty bad eyes.
But I really genuinely just prefer, like, you'd probably
Like,
see it
that
in
was
my
just
movies,
embarrassing.
the few I've made. You'll always see I have very fixed angles. Like I may have a little bit of shaky cam in some videos, but most of the time I have fixed angles because I feel like fixed angles are just infinitely superior
I need help. I
to
need
like
help.
most other
Johnny.
things. Not that I'm against like a camera that moves or anything, but it's like what the like
From my
Cover the
perspective, it seems
bed.
like you would enjoy the animation of Don't Starve, the game.
Well, look, Cloudy Chess Meatballs animation legendary. It's just a little bit too fast for me.
Okay, but like if you like slow animation, then I would say Don't Starve because not only does it have like
Let me put it
difficult
this way.
elements.
You know that scene in Tintin where he's like going down, and
I haven't watched Tintin in a while.
well, there's a scene where he's like on a motorcycle and he slides on this thing,
Oh my gosh, I don't
and
have
it like
enough wool.
breaks down.
Finish it off,
halfway.
Johnny.
You
Finish
remember
it.
that?
No, but
Well, anyway.
What do you mean no?
Look
Do you have
it up
wool?
later, I guess. But, like,
Oh,
anyway,
you don't have wool.
that scene. There's a lot of crazy shit happening in there,
Look,
but it's
this
like
is how bad teammates are made.
I don't know. My eyes can like focus on him.
You could destroy them,
And
but we.
one of the things
you
that happens in the
refuse.
Cloudy Chance of Meatballs very often
Okay,
is that the
okay,
main
no, not
character,
today.
like moves really fast. To like a degree where he just flies off the screen sometimes. When I say fly off the screen, I don't mean like the movie fails to capture him. I mean like say there's like a spider and he goes like behind the spider and like runs away. And I'm just like, where did he go? Like, it takes like half a second to be like, oh, there he is.
Oh my gosh, hurry up.
That's like
Oh,
I
the bed got
love the
destroyed.
Black Cop. He's freaking hilarious. You know, but, like he's like a good example of that. Like he could just
Oof.
he could just go off into a sprint, and then
Rockwood.
like, yeah, exactly. Like he could just go off into a sprint, then he moves from like the one end of the screen to like the other end in like
Dang it.
I don't know, like
Dang it. Dang it.
like one like just like 40
I'm
milliseconds.
just a messy
something
builder.
Like that. And I'm just like, where did
Okay.
what? Like,
No, I don't
not
think I
even,
can get
It's
him.
not even like
I mean, I
I'm
could
not
try.
able to follow it. It's just in my head is in this constant state of what happened. Oh, there he is.
Johnny,
What
I need help.
happened? Oh, there he is. What happened? Oh, there he is. What happened? Oh, okay, there he is.
What the
feel like they were like high not on drugs, but like on energy drinks, and they were like,
So drugs.
okay, we gotta make this really cool, and we gotta.
I need
put it
help, I need
together,
help.
blah, blah,
I don't know if I can get
blah.
'em. I mean, I could
Look at
try.
this strawberry thing. It's amazing. Yeah.
Listen, I mean,
Oh
like,
my gosh,
I
no,
mean, I don't
no,
want to bring
no,
up the
no,
hits for
no.
kids.
Oh,
either,
they have
but
wood. Never mind, never mind, never mind.
Oh, sure. I'm just saying that like stuff like Toy Stories was never this.
Do we even have a
intense.
protection in our bed?
yes, but like, have you seen the old Looney Tunes cartoons in which like this is?
Oh, I get that, but like the thing with those cartoons though is that
I don't
look,
know how the
none
heck
of
they
what I'm
got
talking
in.
here is bad. I'm just saying I'm talking about personal preference for the most part.
I know.
Like the so just FYI, nothing about this is bad. But like the old Looney Tunes cartoons have this like
I see
for, like for instance, when a guy goes off into a massive sprint in a Looney Tunes thing.
That's always like the background that's moving, not the.
Yeah. Like he's like standing still. You can see his like legs go in like a propeller blade like motion. And then when he like slams the
Anyways,
wall
yes,
and
I'm gonna end the
explodes,
stream now.
Just
like
like stop.
there's like this boom
See,
and it's like
subscribe to our channel.
then-
I understand that. I've
I'll
watched a lot of. I watched a
Hold
lot
on.
of. I
Subscribe to our
watched some
channel.
I know,
Like the
but
video.
I'm just
Hope
giving
you
you an example.
enjoyed. I'll see